Hello everybody, welcome back once again to the Octopath Traveler 2 walkthrough. I'm actually just about to start the secret boss, which is down here in the Sundering Sea. Now, a couple of things though to know before you do that. The first part of it actually depends on which Traveler you chose to start the game. Now, I started out as Oswald, and so you're looking for Al, and you need to complete the Traveler's Bag quest. Al for me, because I chose Oswald, was just south of Cape Cold, right down here in the southern Cape Cold snows. Basically, you just find Al. Al says that, a thief has stolen his bag. You find the thief, take him out, and give the bag back to Al. The next part is actually a bigger quest here in Montwise. There's a couple of different aspects to that one as well. You need to do like the Peculiar Tomes quest. It's like the quest NPC is called the Unusual Tomes Specialist, and he's looking for three different ones. He's looking for the dispatches from Beastling Island. Toto Haha has it's like the foreign traveler. Where is this Toto Haha? Here's Toto. Oh, yeah. No, I'm sorry. Toto Haha down here. Yeah. So Beasting Village. The foreign traveler is near the save point. You can buy his book or steal it. The second part is the Curious Legend of the Great Wall. That's in Stormhail. Up here, it says you go south and then west. Climb the mountain in the south and talk to the archaeologist near the save point. You can buy or steal the book from him as well. And then the last one is from the Far Reaches of Hell. That's in Crack Ridge, in the Wild Lands. I can never remember where it's. It's over here, right? Yeah, here it is, Crack Ridge. Find that you find the home with there's a guard in front of it. You need to knock him out and then enter the house. The book is inside the chest, and then give all three tomes back to the specialist. And then in the library, you'll find Al again, and you need to do his quest basically, or he'll help you translate from the Far Reaches of Hell. So that means you have to go to Toto Haha, swim north, and you'll get to an island. And the the boss Gigantus is there. After that, you talk to Georges Lazuli. And use the path action to get the information from him, and then you go back to Al, and that completes from the Far Reaches of Hell. Here's Toto, right? I'm a little confused here on where that guy was actually at, because I just don't remember where the Gigantus boss was at. Is it the Wandering Wood? That doesn't seem right, though. No, that's not right, because that's part of Ochet's, I think, her last thing there. So north till you find an eye. Yeah, I just don't remember where Gigantus was now. I thought that was here. No, not here. I thought it was in a little island. I thought it was here. Nameless Island. Does that sound right? That seems right? Yeah, I'm pretty sure this is it. I'm pretty sure he was here. Yeah, and that's where Georges is what? Okay. Yeah, sorry about that if that was a little confusing. I apologize. But yeah, I'm pretty sure it's on this island, because that was where I'm pretty sure that's where Gigantus was. And then after you kill him, then the little explorer guy pops up, right? And then you can get the information. Anyways, after that, go back to Montwise, talk to Al again, and then that opens up the gates here. Boom. Yeah. All right. So let's actually talk about my gear, how I'm set up, and how we're going to do this. So we'll start with it again. And this is very similar if you've played the first game, right? It's a 2-phase fight basically, and the first phase you fight him with 4 characters, and then the second phase, those characters then you have to use your other 4. This is kind of my first phase characters here. So let's take a look at the equipment. I've got Oswald, Moon Eater. This doesn't matter. The only thing that really matters, I think, mostly is the battle-tested staff. You just need to have enough elemental attack. I'm capped out. I have way more than I need, but Aegis Shield doesn't matter. You know, the armor doesn't really matter. It's really just if you're able to get enough elemental attack, then great. If not, you know, then you might have a problem. So I think what I probably could do here is swap this out for something that's given me a bit more SP. Yeah, because see, I still have 999 elemental attack with that. Let's test something else here too. Probably like Quartz Robe, right? Yeah, look at that. I still have 999 elemental attack. So empowering necklace. This doesn't really matter. You don't really need extra HP on Oswald, but why not? And then the Librarian's Amulet. It's just gonna give him a ton more SP. As far as Throne, it depends on how you want to set her up, and if you have extra battle-tested blades. If you actually, I'm sorry, that doesn't really matter. You want to have the battle-tested blade on her. You could use the Giant's Club on her instead if you do like Cleric as her secondary job or something that uses a staff, right? Because then you could use this. I'm sorry. Yeah, the Giant's Club instead, right? Because that raises the potency of physical skills. And then you could go with some other sword like Serpent Slayer or whatever, right? But I think I'm just going with the battle-tested blade. But my point is you've got options here, and it depends on how many battle-tested blades that you've got. But battle-tested dagger, you'll want that on her as well for the tons of physical attack. This doesn't matter though. Great Sage Staff, because again, I'm getting my physical potency from the battle-tested blade, so this doesn't matter. Shield's Bodyguard's Vantage, just getting a little bit of extra physical, physical attack. Cloth Headband and Quick Cloak for the extra speed. That'll help her do a little bit more damage. And then the Champion's Belt here, physical attack, crit, and then the Sister's Amulet for the extra speed. Mostly, and then I guess the crit probably helps as well. Ochette here's got a makeshift sword. That's kind of stupid. I don't need that. Let's just give her some random crap. Actually, this doesn't really matter. Her sword and dagger don't really matter that much. I guess maybe the dagger. I'm technically she's a thief right now for me, and actually let's go with that. So I don't know if I'll end up using any thief abilities. Probably not, but maybe Abers. We'll see. And then I've got the Hero's Axe on her. This doesn't really matter. Same with the battle-tested bow. The shield is kind of nice. I don't know. It gives you a little bit of extra SP and HP after performing an action, although I don't think that matters. Gimmick Goggles, Sublime Ornament. I don't think this stuff matters, honestly, because she's not going to be taking damage. And then 2 Champion's Belts. Again, just for the extra physical damage. Cassie's weapons don't matter. And then same with... Actually, I don't think literally any of her gear matters at all. You could probably run around with her naked, and it just wouldn't make a difference. Let's take a look at the support skills, though. So I've got Oswald, but actually everybody's got a step ahead. And then Oswald's got deal more damage, peak performance, and price of power. Most characters, if they're damage dealers, are going to have peak performance aside from Hikari. Hikari won't be using that ability. Throne, again, step ahead, peak performance. Upgraded accessories, though, that's just going to give you more bang for your buck out of those accessories and then deal more damage. Ochette's got same thing. Actually, these three are basically set up the exact same, aren't they? No, that's not true. Oswald has price of power. And then Cassie's got BP regeneration, a step ahead, latent power plus, and boost start. Latent power plus doesn't matter at all. I think actually BP regeneration probably doesn't really matter that much either, but why not? Okay, so that's it for that first set of characters. Let's check the second set. So we'll just swap these guys back in. Agnea and Temenos. Also, keep in mind, really the only person whose like secondary job matters that much is Particio. Maybe Hikari's a little bit, but I don't know if I'm actually going to even end up using his any of his secondary job skills. Also, let's take a look at Hikari's weapon skills. So I've got Limb from Limb and Divine Protection. These are the only two that really matter for this fight, in my opinion. And Divine Protection is amazing for this fight, I gotta say. I tried it so many times without that, and it just sucked. It just wasn't a consistent way to beat the boss, so I think that's really important. But anyways, all right, let's go through the equipment. So Hikari's also got a battle-tested blade. This doesn't matter, though. You don't need that on him. You can go with something like a Serpent Slayer or something instead, but then you have to use the Giant's Club. So again, you either also have to have Hikari as Arms Master or something that can equip a staff. as his secondary job. The rest of the stuff doesn't matter. It is, though, nice to have the Art of Disguise just for that extra SP. Royal Guard's Mail. If I don't have this on him, he doesn't have 9,999 health. Hikari has basically... I've used almost all of my Nourishing Nuts on him, which gives you, more maximum HP, which is important for this strategy. So keep that in mind. You probably don't need to do that. You can probably do like... you could probably do... What would it be? It would be like Peak Performance instead on him, and then... I don't know, some other accessories, right? Something that probably gives him more physical attack, but actually, yeah, he's capped out on physical attack, so actually that doesn't really matter that much. You could probably do something else, right? So instead of Alpion's amulet, you could do something else. But anyways, this is the way I'm doing it. So shields don't matter. Art of Disguise and Royal Guards. Again, these are actually kind of nice because him having extra SP is going to be really nice for that. That one skill, what did I say it was? Jesus, Divine Protection? Yeah, Divine Protection. So, you're going to need a lot of SP to actually use that. So, okay, let's go through the other ones. So, Patricia, I don't think any of his equipment matters at all. So, I'm just not even going to go through it. I don't think any of this stuff matters. Agnea, same thing. I don't think any of her equipment matters at all. I'm just trying to think of... I don't think she ever really does... She does cast a little bit, but... Which actually it makes me wonder why I have champions, but these are pointless. I should do like... elemental attack with her. Because she actually does do... whatchamacallit. Oh, what are those? Those wind attacks. I should have a different dagger on her as well. Oh, I need to grab the Moon Eater. Oh, crap. Okay, yeah, that's my bad. I'm going to grab the Moon Eater off of Oswald. Yeah, should have done that before. He doesn't need it. And I might as well at least take at least somewhat advantage of the increased damage from that, right? Oops, I went past it. Yeah, that's probably the only thing that's really going to matter on her then. I guess a staff that actually has... Oh, this has less elemental attack. I don't know. I could do Lost Tribes because the negative physical defense doesn't matter. Yeah, I think I'm splitting hairs here. Let's be honest. None of this stuff really matters that much. I'll give her a little bit of extra elemental attack with something here too. Is it Layla's? There we go. Let's go Layla's. I don't know. Prevents. I don't think that matters, but whatever. I'm just gonna leave that on her. Lastly, Temenos here. Again, same thing. I don't think his really any of his stuff matters at all. I guess I do have the Sun Shadow, so maybe I'll cast with him maybe once or something. We'll see. And yeah, just getting a little bit of extra elemental attack from the Circlet, Stone of Truth, Elemental. But again, I don't think that stuff really matters so much. Let's take a look at the support skills. Oops, I need to swap Hikari back in, don't I? Alright, so let's take a look here. Oops. Alright, so a step ahead. Again, usually everybody's going to have a step ahead on, and then deal more damage, summon strength, just getting a little bit of extra physical. Actually, he might not need this. He probably doesn't need that, actually. Let me just check. Let me take this off and see if I can do something else. BP and Adversity, upgraded accessory. Yeah, he doesn't need that either. Latent Power Plus. Latent Power. Let's do Bolstering Break, just in case. It might be, I don't know if he's going to end up breaking anybody, but, getting a little bit of extra physical damage, or that buff, would be kind of nice. And then Boost Start. So, Partitio, that's Heightened Senses is pointless. Salt the Wound, Hail Hardy, Inspiring Break. Let's see here. Full Power. Don't need that, because he's already going to have full BP. I don't think that matters either. Some of this stuff just doesn't matter. Show goes on. Step ahead. BP regeneration. Agnea's got Vigorous Victor. That's dumb. Why is that on her? She doesn't need that. Step ahead. Boost start. Yeah, she doesn't need a deal. Wow, all of my abilities on her are messed up. That doesn't make sense at all. That's funny. I beat Galdera like this too. This is pointless. There's no reason to have this on her. Let's do BP regen. Again, most of this stuff just doesn't matter as far as some of these other characters that aren't really going to be doing much. Same with, God, what is going on here? Yeah, I don't think that matters, but whatever. Step ahead, boost start, and peak performance. Yeah, let's just go like that. Most of these characters just aren't dealing damage, right? It's basically Hikari doing like the majority of the work. So, all right, let's head on over. Oops, this is not how I wanted to do this. 1 second, sorry. So dumb. I'm just like chomping at the bit, ready to go here, and I don't really like starting like this. So actually, what I like to do is, because my first party is going to be Oswald, Throne, Ochette, and Cassie. I like to have them already set up like that, so that you don't have to monkey around. Because I'll be honest, I tested this. I tested so many different things here, and it gets really annoying when you need to move your. Whoops, and I didn't need to run on here, but it gets really annoying when you need to keep moving your characters around. So I like to just have them already set up instead of having to, mess around with how you divide them up for the option coming up here. But a couple of devious dolphins are showing us off, huh? Cute. But all right, so yeah, it's probably obvious you need to have the ship to do this too, right? We need to actually sail over to this island. All right, here we are. And the door's already open for us. I think I actually already ran by Al here too. Al's just kind of knocked out. I don't think he really says anything either, so let's save here too, and we'll get this started. Sense of danger is overwhelming. Are you certain you wish to? I do. I wish to proceed. So this is what I was talking about with dividing the party, right? So like, if you don't come in here exactly like this, okay, hang on 1 second here. I need to cancel. There's two things that I need to do. I need to cap out Oswald's SP here. God, he has so much now. Jesus. And see, like, it's daytime too. So what I'm actually going to do here is move the time to night and then resave, just in case I mess up and need to do this over, which who knows? You never know. But there it is. All right, so Oswald, Throne, Ochette, and Cassie are going to be my first team, and then it's going to be Hikari, Particio, Agnea, Temenos for the second. So let's do this. I'm actually just going to skip through this too, because there's not really any storyline for this, so I don't really see. Don't think we need to watch that. Apologies if you were really interested in like the weird dialogue. What are you doing here? I will fight you now is basically what he does. Okay, so looks like this started out pretty good. Yeah, the start here, the turnover could have been a little bit better, but it's not going to matter. Really, it's just kind of ideal that Ochette started first. So let's go into the hunter skills. We're going to do Provoke Beasts. I've got the Ancient Frog King 2. Really just need to have a monster that's got a double axe attack, basically. And so we're going to use that 3 times. This is going to shred all the shields, aside from like the eyeball itself.
I need a plan.
Oswald's, yeah, so it would have been optimal, or more optimal, for him to go the very last, but this is fine. Just need to decide how I'm gonna go about this. Let's do let's do an elemental soup.
This one's for me.
Just to give him a little bit, couple more turns of elemental attack buff. Throne here. So if the turn order is kind of messed up, and so like if let's just say Throne acts before Ochette, what you need to do is you need to use latent power, and then use a reinforcing gem to restore her BP and her latent power.
I'll take this.
And again, keep in mind that this is if Ochette didn't go first, or if Throne beat her. Then you'll need to use your cleric skill and use an Elfric's Blessing at maximum boost. That'll just make it so that she acts again at the end of her turn, or at the end of the turn. But I don't need to do that, obviously, because Ochette went first, so we're going to use Thief skills and do Abers. And Abers is just going to nuke all of the little souls. And then here with Casty, I'll use the Concoction and do her 2 BP, add a Pomegranate Leaf, as well as a Strengthening, a Diffusing, and a Whimsical Leaf.
Time for your medicine.
So that's the first concoction.
Cleaning time.
And we do Latent Power again with Throne, and do another Abers, fully buffed, although this doesn't really matter. I could have waited with that, right? I could have even used her Cleric ability to have her go last. The reason for that is that's not going to do maximum damage, right? Because it's got shields now. Let's do... yeah, reinforcing again.
I'll take this.
We'll just need to restore her, BP and latent power. With Casty, again, pretty much every turn is going to be some iteration of, like 2 Pomegranate Leaf, then diffusing, or sorry, then strengthening and diffusing, right, just to restore BP again. Alright, so here for Ochette. I think I'm going to do kind of the cheese bug with her. This isn't needed, but I'm just doing this for fun. But anyway, you'll need to go into Hunter skills again, go to Provoke Beasts, use your BP all the way, use all of it, or activate all of it, and then go hit Latent Power, and then end Latent Power right after, and go into Beast Lore, Provoke, and now you can use your, your 1 time per battle monsters as many times as you want. It's a little weird, right? Like, if you listen really closely, you can hear me select the Dreadwolf, although it's not giving me a number of monsters that I can still summon. So I've already hit Dreadwolf once. I'm going to hit it again here, and maybe you can listen, or if you listen closely, maybe you can hear it. I don't know if you could still hear that, but... so I've selected it twice now, and then I'm just going to select Peekaboos for the rest of the time set. So this will be 2 of the Dreadwolf, which again, you're not supposed to be able to do this, but it's bugged. And again, you don't really need to do that. You can just use your frog, right, to use the axe attack again. You could do like 2 axe attacks and then just do Peekaboos. And that'll give you a bunch of, or hopefully, looks like I got 4 turns worth of elemental resistance down, or elemental defense down, and then I got 8 turns of physical down. So now, we're going to go into Scholar and use 1 True Magic, and we're going to use his Latent Power here to just smoke this guy. I think... oh, I messed up. Oopsies. That I was not supposed to do that. I was supposed to use Elephant and get him buffed up with that, but that's my bad. That doesn't really matter, though. It's just going to be, that wasn't optimal, right? So I only did 99,000 there, whereas... I should have waited a little bit to do that, but it's fine. That's not going to matter. So at this point, I'm going to use Ochette's Animal Instincts. We're going to use Beastly Fangs and smoke it for 63k. Same thing here. Basically, every Throne turn is basically the same now. It's use her Latent, go into Abers, smoke the guy, and then restore her BP and Latent with Reinforcing Gem again.
Here I go.
Yeah, it's kind of funny that I messed up Oswald's turn there, but again, it's not going to matter. Alright, so with Casty, let's do 2 pomegranates. Let's actually, let's throw in a plum. and then a strengthening, and then a diffusing. So this is going to do like 4 BP to everybody and restore a bunch of SP to everybody as well.
The tide is turning. Now then.
No, I think this time I'm going to do... you know what? I think I'm just going to smoke him with 1 True Magic again. You know, normally that first turn I would have done Alphons, and then I'd use 1 True Magic after, but now that I've kind of messed up that turn anyway, I think I'm just going to own it and just do 1 True Magic again. Alright, so now the souls have re-emerged, which is fine, as long as their, you know, shields are just like this, right? You basically want the same ones to show back up. The problem is sometimes they'll show back up and they'll have like elemental resistances, and that just messes everything up. And you probably just need to, you know, redo the whole deal. So I guess just keep that in mind. But alright, so I'm going to do Provoke Beasts again. I'm actually going to do a bunch of BP this time too. So we need to get rid of these shields. So since that guy's got 8, I'm going to do 4 Ancient Frog Kings and then 2 Peekaboos at the end. So now he's completely broken, and we'll hopefully get a couple of good debuffs on him as well.
Ready?
Rone's gonna go again, same deal here. We'll just use an A-Burst to get rid of everything.
My turn.
And let's do that reinforcing. Actually, so let's see here. Alright, yeah. I'm going to use a reinforcing on her, and then I'm actually going to just use Oswald's turn to do a reinforcing on Ochet. Because I want to use her latent power again. And let's see here. Let's do a reinforcing with her instead. Oh no,
Use this to
basically everybody was at full BP already anyway. I'm really close to the end here, so there's so much kind of wiggle room here in this that this may actually end it. Nope, not quite.
Cleaning time.
Let's try a surprise attack. Again, I'm so close that I know I can kind of get away with this. There you go. But yeah, that was that. Not too bad. So again, even with the kind of mess up there with Oswald, that didn't really matter, right? You could just keep blasting with 1 True Magic and not really have any issues, right? If you skip the Alphons like I did accidentally there. But all right, here's phase 2. I think phase 2 is actually technically easier. But yeah, we'll see how this goes. Alright, so Hikari's starting out first. I think that's probably not ideal, but it doesn't really matter though either. So I think you just want to Hyenka, the Blade of the Fallen. And that's to make sure that Hikari's going to get another action at the end of the turn. With Patricio here, so just looking at the turn order, it doesn't really matter because you can see it there at the top left-hand corner. So it's Patricio, and then it's going to be Temenos, and then Agnea. It's just important to get Seal Teej Blessing from the Dancer onto Hikari. So again, you've got actually a lot of options. It's either either Particio or it's Agnea. It just depends, though, right? Can you get enough latent power, or I'm sorry, can you get enough BP onto Agnea so that she can use it? If Agnea starts out first, or if she's like right after Hikari, then you know that you need to use Seal Teej on Patricio. But again, it doesn't really matter here, so I'm actually just going to do that with him. We'll do, whoops, I'm in the wrong set, so let's do Seal Teej Hikari. Seal Teej. And then let's go with, let's just do so we need to get a attack buff on Hikari. So let's do, oops, I think I went too far. So I'm looking for the is it spicy? Yeah, spicy jerky. So raises a single target's physical attack and elemental attack for 3 turns. So again, we'll just use that on Hikari. Again, you've got a lot of options here. It just depends on how your turn order plays out.
Here you go.
The more critical, I would say, is, you know, Agnea, Partitio, right? Making sure that Seal Teej is on Hikari. Let's do a reinforcing on Hikari here.
Many thanks. I can still fight.
And let's do the learn skills, and we'll just do a limb from limb, fully buffed up.
How's that? Good.
And that annihilates everything. At this point, I'm gonna do, let's see here, let's do cleric skills, and we'll do Elfric's. Oops, no, I'm sorry. Let's do a windy refrain, just in case. I don't know that I need to do this, but probably do. Yeah, that moves everybody up. So, yeah, I definitely need to do that with Agnea. As far as Partitio, jeez, I always say his name wrong. As far as his turn now, I'm gonna do, let's do a another reinforcing on Hikari. Alright, so there the darkness has lifted. Now, this is pretty critical. So after Galdera or whatever has basically removed his like shields or whatever, it's pretty important to use Divine Protection here. And so since I use Seal Teej on Hikari right away, this is gonna make it so that I can hit everybody with Divine Protection. There's also sometimes where you can kill Galdera right here without having to do that, but it's not, I wasn't having that much luck with it because of the way the turns would play out, and he would oftentimes get an attack in on Hikari and just kill Hikari, and then it's basically over and you've basically lost. So it wasn't very repeatable the way that I was doing this before. So again, I would just say make sure you're using that Divine Protection here. So at this point, and then I'm going to use another reinforcing on Hikari. Yeah, so there. It's usually that banishing or banished soul that was it, and then I would be done. So, let's see here. All right, so at this point now, I'm gonna do a what is that item? It's a debuff item. I can never remember the name of it though. Oops, and I think I went too far. There it is. Ancient Curse Talisman. Yeah, so let's do that. That'll debuff him.
I can still fight.
And now, let's use limb from limb. So here's where you've got options as well. You can either use limb from limb, or you can use the Lionheart's Axe. I'm just gonna use limb from limb, or limb for limb here.
How's this?
It's my turn now.
And then let's use an Elfrix here to put Hikari first.
To work.
And I'm gonna do.
I won't back down.
Let's do Divine Brilliance just for fun. Some of this stuff doesn't really matter that much. Actually, you know what? I don't really want to risk it. So sometimes I do that, but I think I really just want to make sure that Hikari's got enough to kind of keep blasting here.
Can still fight.
Alright, and this should do it. So this limb from limb should end it. Yeah, you can see he's in the red already. So again, it's, you know, if you have limb from limb, you can use that. Otherwise, again, you can use the Lionheart's Axe. So let's just use limb from limb. Boom, and that's that.
There's no need for flattery.
So the Divine Protection I felt was the clutch skill that that really made this more repeatable. I kept running into issues with the excuse me, with the turn order, and I just wasn't able to get him killed before he was getting that, and I forgot the name of that ability already, but it's the one that like annihilates your, well, it does a little bit of damage, and I think it takes away your BP. So yeah, just add in Divine Protection to the mix, and it'll be, you know, easily done. Oops, I realized I turned my microphone off. Anyways, he like screams, "Ah, no, it cannot be. My power wanes." Like Wayne's World? Is that what you mean? What do you mean it wanes worlds? I got nothing. That wasn't very funny. I can't believe my eyes. You've done it. You've sealed it away. Since the moment we met, you've saved my skin time and again. You have my deepest thanks, travelers. Things should be fine now, at least for a while. I'm a pretty nice guy. For now. That reminded me of that. Oh my gosh. Oh man. Alright, and then what's he do here? He just like... Pew! To tell the truth, I came here to find a tome from the far reaches of hell. Before I knew it, my journey led me here to that nightmare. But now I can finally return home. I couldn't have done this without you, and for that I want you to know my true name. Oh boy, here we go. Big reveal. I'm Alfred Hornberg. Should we know who that is? Alfred Hornberg. I have no idea who that is. Until next we meet, friends. Does he blow the horn of Hornberg? Alright, and there it is. It's burning ribbon. There was actually an achievement as well, but I already killed this guy once, so I saw the achievement in a while back there. But so here it is, the spurning ribbon. It wards off all enemy, it wards off all enemy encounters. So that's kind of nice, right? It's convenient. You can just run around and not have to worry about running into anything, I guess. And there it is, the gate between worlds. So that is going to be it for this one. As always, hope the guide was helpful, and thanks for watching.